It's start time with the Star Oddy Rod.
Welcome to Star Time Live. Today we got special guest Dyerich. Welcome to Star Time Live. Tell my people who you are.
It's the one and only Dyerich, capital K, capital I, capital N, capital G, repping Brooklyn, Crown Heights. Let's go.
What do you do?
So I got a 9 to 5, but also besides the 9 to 5, I content create, I do skits, and I do photography.
All right. So how was high school for you?
It was cool. It was cool, but it wasn't the way I envisioned it though.
How did you feel when you first got there?
First, it was exciting, but it wasn't what I seen on TV. You know, watching the TV shows and you see the gym classes and stuff. Well, also to me, we went to school and didn't have no field, and we went to one of the most dysfunctional high school.
Yeah. You got any stories that you could share?
Actually, I do got one.
All right, go ahead. It's all you.
I remember one time I threw a water balloon. In a math class. The teacher, I forgot her name. Remember the teacher that had the dreads? She's a math teacher. I forgot her name though.
I definitely don't remember.
She used to have dreads. She was a 10th grade math teacher. Hit her with a water balloon and ran.
Oh, damn.
That's like the only biggest story I can remember. Because remember, our whole 4 years there, the school only had, 2 parties?
Nah, like a little bit more like 5, but they all happened like towards the end. I know I went to like two. I know I went to 2 of them, but
I remember one sophomore and one senior year. That's the only 2 I remember. 10th grade year, and then I remember one senior year, and both of them was in the cafeteria.
Now, mind you, if anybody don't know, the cafeteria was in the basement.
Right.
Like the whole setup of the high school was not your average setup of any school.
Nah.
How you have your gym and your cafeteria in the basement?
Right. And that was the 2 biggest things of the whole school. Pause.
So what else do you remember from high school days?
Actually, you know what? The French fries used to be banging. The French fries and the cafe used to be. Yeah, the French fries and the cookies was banging, and the grape juice. That was like the best grape juice to me, in my opinion.
But like that school had a lot of things going on.
That school had a whole bunch of controversy.
Yes.
Whole bunch of controversy that I don't even want to talk about on this.
You don't have to talk about it. So I'm just saying, we go back memory lane. We just throw back some things. So like, what else do you remember from those times with the classes? You had a lot of good times in there. You had it was okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it was like 50-50. Some good, some bad.
Were you in any of the school activities?
Yeah, basketball, and that was about it.
You wasn't on the team though.
Yeah.
Oh, you was on the team?
Yeah.
How was that experience?
It was cool. It was cool. It was like a brotherhood, actually. That was the only thing I liked. It was like a brotherhood, and I enjoyed competitiveness and the practices and like the memories that we had.
So like, don't it get rowdy during the games?
Yeah, they used to. That was like a little Madison Square Garden, especially playing boys and girls. You know, that was the rivals.
So like, but what about when y'all played other schools?
If it was a rivalry, it was lit. Depending on who it was, but the boys and girls game, that was the amazing games.
Right. But I'm saying, how was it when you played other schools, not boys and girls?
like going like the road games. It was kind of like rowdy, going to different schools, playing against different schools, seeing different crowds and stuff.
Okay. But then most of the games y'all had at home was everybody, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So who was y'all coach?
Todd Miles.
Miles?
Yeah. He's still in the role, but now I think he's the assistant coach though now.
Wow, Miles is still there up to now?
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't know that, bro.
Yeah, no, I recently seen a picture. I recently seen a picture of the basketball team, and I seen him in it. That's how I knew he was still there. But he the assistant coach. But he the assistant coach though now. He not even the head coach.
So how's that? How you get demoted to the assistant coach? Wow.
I don't want to talk about a next man legal situation. A legal situation that happened. It was something that made the news. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Yes, we'll just go right there with that. Yeah. So you had some okay times. You had some good times in Rome. You had some bad times in Rome.
Yeah. Then I had a few favorite teachers. Some of my favorite teachers I really cared about. I mean, people like Miss Humes, Miss Tuma. She's a math teacher. Mr. Trife. That was like my top 3 favorite. Miss Silver too. That was like my favorite 4 teachers in a row that I ever had.
Yeah. Well, how was it when you did you go on the senior activities?
Yeah, I went on the senior trip. I went on the senior trip and I did the prom.
How'd you enjoy those?
The prom was cool, but the after party was trash.
Dog, I didn't even hit the after party. I went home.
You ain't missed none. Cole, we went to Coca Cabana and it was horrible.
So when you left there, where'd you go? You graduated from there. How'd you feel when it was the last day?
So I felt like life had just begun for me when it was over.
Shit. And where'd you head to for college?
So I went to not right away, but I went to BMCC.
So right after high school, you didn't go straight in?
Yeah. Actually, I went to Herkimer first. That was upstate New York. Yeah. Then after went up there, came home, took some time off, and then I went to BMCC. But BMCC
was like?
It was like another poor road. A lot of people from the city went there.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of people from Port Robe actually was in there too. To be honest with you.
Like all years?
It's 2. It's community.
Not just our year, all different years, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, people that graduated before us. It was people that turned the 2-year school into a 4-year school.
So how far is Herkimer?
It's by Canada. 9? Yeah, it's up there. It's by Canada.
Oh shit, it's by Canada.
Yeah, it's by Utica and Albany. It's like an hour away from Albany, 25 minutes away from Utica. It's like 2 hours away from Syracuse.
And then you go a little bit. What about Buffalo?
I think it was like an hour from Buffalo. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, so y'all like in between there. Y'all in between Buffalo and.
Yeah. Cause I was up there. And I don't advise somebody to. I would never live back upstate New York. I wouldn't even live there for free, bro.
You said you would live up there?
No, I wouldn't live there. I wouldn't live there for free.
Wow.
I thought New York City snow was bad. Live up there and see their snow. New York City snow is nothing compared to up there.
Oh, there's snow.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course, bro.
The summertime is beautiful. Springtime is beautiful. Wintertime,
You got it.
You know
So
how many snow days we had? Like one day it snowed so bad. I opened the door, it was to the knob. That's how hot the snow was. We was in school all the way to like the end of May because we had to make up all them snow days.
so you had the dorm experience and everything up there, right?
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't really domes. They had like townhouses up there. So it was like so some townhouses had like 4 people, 2 rooms, 4 people, 2 people sharing a room.
Yeah.
And then some townhouses had like 3 bedrooms. Yeah, it was different. It was different size bedrooms up there. But it was town. It wasn't like the dorm. That's the thing. It wasn't the dorm experience. That's the only thing I regret. Not experience the dorm experience of that.
Well, when you went to BMCC, you don't get dorms out there either. So
No, that was like another high school.
so how long you just stayed there for like the 2 years, the 3 years?
What, BMCC or Herc?
How long you stayed at Herkimer?
So yeah, BMCC too.
Oh, okay. So you came right back down.
Yeah. Because one regret I have is not going to college outside of New York.
But that was a college outside. That was a college upstate.
Yeah, but it was still in New York. It was still in New York though. Which is upstate New York.
Okay.
And I wanted that spirit to live in like out of New York, out of the state of New York. I think that would be better.
Hey, I went to college here, so
What school you went to?
City Tech.
Okay. A lot of people from Rome went there too. A lot of people went to City Tech.
A lot of people from Rome went there. Yes, they did.
Yeah. I was gonna go there at first, but that's why. And then I thought about going to BMCC. I still end up seeing people from Rome and BMCC.
But you did see people from Rome and BMCC.
Yeah, I seen the few.
Right.
Not as much as Herkimer though. When I went upstate, upstate had a lot of people from Rome. BMCC, it was a good handful. It was like a good handful of people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So so that was college. So when did you finish that?
2012.
2012.
Yeah.
All right. So what is Dyerich Entertainment?
So Dyerich Entertainment, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. It's a way of life. It's a brand. It's a whole brand itself. It's not just originally when Dyerich started. As you can see, I got a shirt on. Originally started as clothing, but I didn't want to do clothing forever. So I started expanding the brand, expanding it, doing content, doing skits, and also too, I want to get into movies and doing series. That's the next lane actually.
So like, you have a website and everything for it, right?
No, I don't have a website, but I have a social media for it though.
You should have got on and got a website for it too. Like when websites was, make it a little bit more legit.
Yeah, that's all in the work. That's all in the works, but I got a legitimate.
Yeah, it still happened, right?
Yeah, I got a legitimate, but this is legitimate business registered, legitimate LLC.
Got it.
Yeah.
So when did the clothing line start? Give me the history.
So the clothing line started in 2017. It started in 2017. Then I was actually doing music with it. I actually had a label with it because it's also a label too. So that's why it's entertainment. So I also had some artists too, but they wasn't doing what they were supposed to do. So I'm just dropping the artists because that's it's very frustrating when you're doing music and you're a CEO and you got people that's unorganized and they don't know what they're doing.
So how far did y'all take it? You were paying for studio time and video shoots and rehearsals? Like what was
so it was like studio, it was studio time. I was paying for tracks to get marketed. There was a lot of things, but it's a waste of time if you got people it's a waste of time if you got people that's lazy or not on the same. And that's not even, or not even only with music, with just anything you do in life. If you and even I
That's
even
true
warn
though.
you, if you're doing something with a partner, you got to make sure they on the same mindset as you.
Cause y'all gonna
Because
clash, right?
yeah, because you could be grinding and somebody could just be lazy with it, and it's going to like piss you off. It's pissing you off. So I advise me personally. I don't advise people to go into business with somebody. If you do, you got to make sure they on the same flowing path as you.
Well, the thing is, we all aren't perfect. So
Yeah,
one person may be better at something, and the other person's better at something else. That's where good teamwork come in.
right. But then also, if you got a team and you doing all the work and one person not, and the other person ain't grinding, ain't doing nothing at all, that could be frustrating.
Oh, okay, so you went through that.
Yeah. Well, I went through a lot. Went through a lot of being an entrepreneur. It ain't for the weak, man. It ain't for the weak. Cause like I told you, I'm a whole brand. It's not just clothing. It's music. It's entertainment. It's photography. It's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of, and I'm gonna take this brand to the top. Cause I advise everybody out here, you are the brand, so you gotta advertise yourself. Whatever you're doing, even if it's clothing, music, you gotta advertise yourself as a brand, as a whole brand itself.
That's right. That's right, bro. Um, so that was Dyerich. So you had a partner on there that well, you said you had a partner too.
Yeah. I still got it. He's more in the back. We
On
got
the
a
back,
50.
right?
Yeah, he's more in the back. He's not really into.
But you're like more the face, and you're the one that represents the stuff.
Right, exactly. Imagine I wasn't even trying to be that. I wasn't even actually trying to be in the camera. At first, when I first started shooting content, I didn't even like being in the camera at first. I just only liked filming it. But the more I started actually filming it and being around it, it made me get curious. It made me, okay, you know what? I think I can do this.
Right. So talk about Eid, your Muslim background, Eid and
So,
whatnot.
so, so my Muslim background. So I came from So my father, I came from Islamic household. Well, having an Islamic father and a Baptist mother, but yeah, my father.
All right.
So as a young age, going to Jumas every Friday. So this has been a lifestyle for me since a little kid.
Wow.
Mhm. Yeah.
So you just, as an adult, you just continue with it because I see every year you
Yeah.
celebrate it, you dress up,
Right. Yeah.
so you
Still
don't
continue.
miss it.
Yeah. I still continue it. I still continue with it. I still believe that regardless whether you Baptist, Christian, Seventh Day Adventist, I still believe everybody should worship a God some way somehow.
Of course.
And especially when good things is going on in your life, when great things going on in your life, you can't forget who made it happen, and that's Allah.
Of course, bro. Like, no, I'm a Christian background too, so I know I don't try to I try not to go too long without practicing, going to church, whatnot, because I grew up in it too.
Good. Yeah.
So yeah, you go to church, you pray, you practice everything on a
So
regular basis.
yeah, our place of worship is called a Mashton.
Hmm.
So but I was every Friday though at 1 o'clock.
One.
Yeah, every Friday at 1.
Wow.
Yeah, we do it. But the difference between us and like Baptist and Christian, you come as long as you're not wearing one, you can't wear shorts to the place of work. You have to wear long pants. And you can't wear
Even if it's hot like now.
yeah, because you can't expose like your legs.
Wow.
Your legs have to be covered. That and you can't wear like derogatory shirts and stuff, like derogatory things, clothing. But you can come as you go, as long as it's not derogatory.
Say that again.
As long as it's not derogatory, as long as you're not wearing like a derogatory shirt or like some like symbiotic, like a shirt with an eye or something like that.
Hmm. Wow. So they got, but every religion has their rules, so I can't say that. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody has their own rules.
Hmm.
So okay, cool. So I know you talked about this, but when did you start doing the content?
So my first ever skit that I was in was 2024.
Okay.
But the first time like I started getting around it was 2023 when I met the pre.
Shout
I
out.
met the pre. Shout him out. So shout out to pre God, the
Yes,
most
yes, yes,
most viral sensation.
yes,
I
yes,
love him,
yes.
but crazy. Yeah.
Alright. So how was it when you went to events and stuff with him and meeting other people?
No, it was cool. It was cool. It was cool. It was cool. He introduced me to a lot of people. I met a lot of people. I met a lot of like people that I needed to meet through him. Created a relationship. Then, like I said, he also told me like a lot of things, like how to angle the camera, how to properly angle the camera on the phone, your regular camera, things like that.
So were you getting work like just through the knowledge of him? Because I know you do photography too.
Yeah. Photography. I just really started doing that like a year ago. The photography. So I'm still new to that.
Oh, okay. That's something you've been doing for too long.
Like even showing content. I'm 3 years in it.
Got it.
So every day is a learning process.
Yeah, that's true, bro.
And it's not even the shooting. It's not really the shooting that's a lot. It's more like more time goes into the editing for me. Cause like I like things a certain way. So I can shoot a skit and I'll watch it, but I need it done. I need it a certain way. So when I like things a certain way, I re-edit it. And that should have had me up to like 4 a.m. doing editing. Cause I like things a certain way. I don't believe in perfection, but I like it to be close to that.
Gotcha. So let's talk about something else on this topic. What do you think of today's music scene?
It's like a hit or miss. It's like a hit or miss. Like I'm not against the drill music. I'm not against it, but I'm not for it neither because it's like so much of that I can listen to. After a while, they all start sounding the same. It's no more creativity in music no more. It's all about it's all about getting a band. I'm not knocking them for getting money. I'm not knocking them, but when you're doing something, you have to respect music. It's an art. You understand? Music is a performing art.
Of course it is.
You gotta respect the art. You have to respect the art and value the art, and they're devaluing the art because they just besides drill, they don't have nothing else they can do. And it's so bad though. It's so bad because these record labels that's ran, and this is not anti-Semitic to anybody that's watching this that might be Jewish, but a lot of these labels is ran by the Jewish people.
That is true.
And they tell these drill rappers to rap about this. They tell these drill rappers to rap about killing each other because this was them making money for them. But then a lot of these people don't know they taking life insurance policies out on these rappers because they want them to kill themselves.
Well, as we've seen, labels make more with you dead than alive as well.
Exactly. But me personally, I don't advise. Me personally, Dyerich Entertainment is an independent label. So anybody that have ever signed to Dyerich, if they wanted to go see, anybody that have been signed to them, I never stopped nobody from going to seek a major.
Oh wow!
But you could, like I said, I'm an independent label, so you could be signed to Dyerich. I'm never gonna stop you going to seek a deal from a major if you feel that's what's good for you. I'm never gonna hold you back. But I don't advise in this day and age with the phones and technology and social media and the stuff that we have and AI and everything. I don't advise nobody to sign a deal. I think you should stay independent.
you want to see more of your money and creativity to yourself.
Right.
Because now you hear all the time, people don't have their publishing.
Exactly.
They're fighting for their publishing. They got to sell their publishing in order to make a killing real fast because their records aren't selling. There's a lot you hear about.
Yeah. And that's where I hope these drill rappers understand. You have to understand the business side of the music, the entertainment, not even only just music, acting, whatever, sports. In the entertainment world, you have to understand the business side. When you don't understand the business side of it, you're going to get lost in the sauce. And this is why people don't read their contracts. They be mad at the label. They not reading. They see that they get off at that 50,000 and they jump on the 50,000. And then next thing you know, that's all you getting. Now, you just took a loan out. You took a loan. You got to pay that label. So if you get signed for $2 million, you owe them $2 million. You have to pay them back that $2 million, and you ain't gonna see no money till they make their money back. The labels are the biggest crooks. They're the biggest crooks. It's like the drug game. It's like. Do
you remember? I know this was fresh. It was like a few months back. Do you remember the Puff Daddy documentary that 50 put out a few months ago?
Yeah.
And they said that he died. He had to pay his own funeral. I don't know. That was crazy at first, but then they debunked it. But
you talking about with Big or Craig Mack?
Big.
Yeah. Look at.
They came back and said they debunked it, but I'm like, in my eyes, I'm like, that's something Puffy would do.
Yeah. Look at Aaliyah. When Aaliyah died, the record label didn't even pay for Aaliyah's funeral. It was Maxwell that paid that.
And you know what's crazy? Her uncle is the head of the label. I don't know why he didn't take charge of that.
Yeah.
You know? Her uncle was.
Because he still was. Everybody got somebody they got to answer to, bro. That's what I said. These majors is crooked. Like, it's crazy. They're signing you. And that's another thing with majors. They're signing you and they have a lot of expectations. So they sign you and you drop an album. And to be honest, they're not even paying. Majors are not signing nobody to drop albums no more. Because it costs them too much money for you to do the album. They rather sign you to 3-4 songs.
But you know what I see? I see a lot of people aren't dropping albums, but they're putting out singles.
Yeah, that's all you need.
And then once the single really hit big, they'll drop another single.
Yeah, that's all you got to do, single to death, because labels are not coming out their pocket no more for people to do albums. That costs them too much money. They don't.
But an average song is 2 to 2.5 minutes.
Right. Exactly.
So when they do drop an album, you find yourself with 20 to 25 songs.
Right.
You notice that too?
Yeah. That's if they get an album, because you gotta remember, a lot of people ain't getting out. A lot of people ain't getting albums no more, unless you like a Drake.
No, it is true.
Unless you like a Drake or Lil Wayne or Kanye's or the Jay-Z's. And people ain't getting albums. Labels is not. It costs them too much money for them to invest in you. You got to think about the business side. Okay. Why we gonna pay?
Like Cardi B album dropped this year, right? It was 2026, right?
Yeah, that was her second album. And she was rocking off her first album for like almost 10 years.
Singles, yeah.
Because that first album did so good that she was rocking off that.
I'm like, yo. So the label did take a chance on her. They took a chance on Ice Spice. And a couple of other new artists, but not many, like you said.
Right. It's all about marketing. It's all about the image, bro. It's all about who they can make money on. It's all about the image. You could be good lyrically, but if you don't got that image, it's all about the image too. So me personally, so I don't advise no new artists. I don't advise anybody to sign a record.
Right.
Unless if you somebody that need the money, okay, do it. But you know why a lot of people sorry for the road. You know why a lot of people sign with majors instead of being independent? Because I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
People don't want to come out their own pocket and spend the money. When you're independent, you coming out your own pocket. So when you're independent, a lot of people understand. Meaning you're not getting funded by no major. Everything is coming out your own pocket. Video shoot, put the market your song and everything. Everything, and if you don't have the money, like what I advise people to do is to sign a distribution deal with a label. Get them.
Wow.
Because everybody need. If you don't got that type of money, it's going to be expensive for you to distribute your own music. So that's what Cameron did throughout the years, sign a lot of distribution deals. That's it. So you need distro.
Right.
But also these labels are so crooked. When they see you can make so much money independent, that's when they try to grab you up. They don't really want you to be independent for so long. Because once they see how much money you could make independent, oh, okay, let's grab him up now. Let's grab her up. Yeah, he's like the entertainment, the label's crooked. It's very crooked.
How do you feel about, everybody calls it the same thing. Everybody says microwave music, and TikTok being the lead runner for it.
I like it.
You like it?
I like that. I like that upcoming artists have something where they could go to. When you think about it, it's been going on through history. You gotta remember, Soulja Boy was the first rapper to get signed on social media. Remember, he got signed on MySpace.
That is true.
And we was a senior in high school. Remember, he's our age. We was a senior in high school when he got signed. It was before he got signed on MySpace.
Yes, he did.
So it been going, but now more people are getting signed off it now than before. But I like it. It's a way to advertise your music. And your song could be the most wackest song in the world. It's all about a chorus. You don't even have to have lyrics no more. You could have a catchy chorus.
No, I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say these days a catchy hook is all it takes, and a dance on TikTok to make it these days. What I'm seeing.
Right. Prime example, look at Young Miami. Young Miami got a song called Spin That, her new song. The chorus is I'm not fond of the lyrics, but the chorus is very attractive and everybody doing TikToks to it. That's like the summer anthem, Spin That.
Yeah, they're giving it the Kendrick treatment. When Kendrick brought out that They Not Like Us. So yeah, I forgot.
So that's why so I advise people but also too with social media though, too with that. Another thing, if you're trying to get a deal with a major, you gotta make sure you're following up. That's another. They look at you. It's all about analytics. So the industry is 20% talent, 20% and 80% analytics. So it's more analytics than talent. They signing people off of. They look at your numbers okay, how much followers he got on Instagram, how much followers he got on TikTok, how much people streaming his music. And if you don't got them numbers, they not signing you. That's what it's all about, numbers.
Yes, they don't want you to be a hungry coming up with 50 people behind you only.
Right.
You gotta have the whole city behind you already.
Right. And that's why I salute the South. Because the South, they support their local artists. New York, we don't even support our local artists. The New York radio stations play the same artists. We don't even support our own local artists.
We definitely don't.
The South, that's how all them blow up in Atlanta and all them southern states. They support they sell their music off the trunk of their car. Look at Master P. Master P was selling his CDs off the trunk of his car.
Uzi Badass, one of the most richest rappers, and I still don't know many songs from this guy.
No, he got some hits, Uzi.
Yeah, but it don't make it up here is what I'm saying. Is my point.
Yeah.
You gotta look for it.
Yeah.
But these days, the landscape of everything just changed so much. I feel like you just gotta keep up with it. If you want to know what your favorite artist is doing, follow them, and then you'll see when they post new stuff.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know a lot of these new artists. I hear stuff all the time. I'm like, who? I don't even know none of these new artists. They more closer to my niece and nephew age than my age. These new artists, they in their early, and they my niece and nephew. They 24. So these new people.
Well, what's her name? Is the most famous? She did it. Mariah the Scientist. She's one of the She mainstream though now, so
Yeah. Young Thug girlfriend.
yeah, like, but people been talking about her since like 2022. I've been hearing people mention her name, and I'm like, who is this Mariah girl? I keep hearing the name. What the fuck? You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I understand what you mean with that. Like sometimes you hear about these people before they actually blow up too, from other people around you,
Right.
and that's good marketing as well. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the
What do
music,
you think? Oh, you got something else? Go ahead.
like the music, it changed throughout time. It just changed now. Like, cause and also too streaming took a big thing. You gotta remember when we was in high school. When we was towards like the end of our high school run, that's when streaming started coming in place. Remember, like our first like 2-3 years in high school, we had to go to Target or something to buy the CD. You had to actually go to buy the CD. But then once like LimeWire and stuff came out, LimeWire and all the streaming stuff came out, then you
Yeah.
know what? I can just download my favorite song. I don't even have to go buy the CD no more.
The way
I don't gotta pay the
the way we do everything with music has changed drastically and everything.
Right.
Now, how do you feel about what Drake did when he dropped the 3 albums?
All right, like I'm still listening to the albums, and it's kind of like hard for me to finish. Like, don't get it twisted, Drake's talented, but he got to realize in this entertainment world, nobody's your friend in this entertainment world, and this is what he fucked up at, thinking people was his friends. But also too, I think he kind of responded back a little too. He did it 2 years ago, but I think he kind of waited a little too late.
He drew jabs on Sexy Songs from You last year a little.
Yeah, he did.
But I don't know. It's like his quality has went downhill since before Scorpion.
Well, his quality of music, you feel?
Yeah, the Drake that we used to know, not the same Drake.
So what's your favorite? In your opinion, what's your favorite Drake album?
I always say this: Nothing Was the Same will always be my favorite, but Take Care will be second.
I like Take Care. I like Take Care better than None Was. None Was the Same was cool. Don't get it twisted. He had like a lot of R&B songs on.
Yeah.
Take Care. I mean, None Was the Same, but Take Care was like that one was dope. Every sound was dope.
But that's the type of Drake I wanted to come back, and that's why I wanted him to pull out of the hat. But I realized that he's so far gone, you know?
You know what? One of my favorite Drake songs is Draft Day. Dave was just spitting straight balls in that song, Draft Day. That's the Drake. That's the Drake we need.
There we go. And like, you know, they said he did the 3 albums to get out of his deal.
So, and that's just like we was talking about. Now to get back to that, now I didn't even understand why he signed with a major after he left Cash Money. He didn't need, like, you Drake. You one of the biggest artists. You don't need a major. You can be independent. He don't need that.
But I thought
Kanye independent.
That's true. But he also have his own OVO sound. I thought he was signed to that as his own thing.
Yeah, but remember OVO was on the Warner, was on the Warner Music Group. Remember, you know that's like the biggest label. You know, all the labels is on the Warner.
Not Interscope and all that. I thought Interscope was the biggest.
No, Warner Music Group.
Or UMG.
Yeah, Universal Music Group. Yeah.
Right.
But he didn't need to sign. He didn't need to go under no major. But like I said, everybody listen. Technically, right? Jay-Z's one of my favorite rappers. Technically, Jay-Z took an L to Nas. He lost to Nas, but that didn't stop his career. People take L's every day. It's the way how Drake
took it so personal, and the way he took care of it, right? Drake took it personal and everything, and it was an assassination of character and all this other stuff.
No, that's just
And Drake is half white, so he just feel like he brought his white side out.
yeah, that's just the light skin stuff he was doing. Listen, Meek Mills took his L like a man. He destroyed Meek Mills, and Meek Mills took his L. Like people take L's every day.
Yeah, but it's about coming back up.
Right.
But I don't know. I just feel like he tried to oversaturate the internet more to just put out music, even though it wasn't the quality. I did listen to all 3 Drake albums myself, but I just felt like he just put it out there to oversaturate and to make the Billboard numbers, which it did.
So which one out of all 3 of them, which album you like the most?
I honestly like Iceman. I have more songs from Iceman than anything.
Yeah, I like Iceman too, but when you make 3 albums, I didn't think he was gonna sing on Iceman. If you're making an R&B, a reggae, and a rap, that R&B album should just be the album you singing on. He still finds a way to harmonize and sings on a rap album.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's like his downfall. He should have just. It wasn't. It's like house. I think one of the albums was house music. Not yeah.
I always say, listen, if Drake put an album out where he just rapping and not singing, straight dropping balls, that would be one of the most hardest albums. I just want to have. But Drake said he'll never put out. He said he'll never put an album out with just rap. He said he's always going to have an R&B song, or he's always going to sing. He said he'll never just go do a straight rap album. And I get it. And I get it because I get it. I'll tell people, do it for the females. Don't do it for the men. Females is going to support the music. I get what he's doing. I get he's singing for the female. I'm not knocking him. He's doing it for the women. That's who going to support your stuff anyway, the women, not men.
Yeah, but you have rappers that don't put out any type of R&B song ever.
Right.
And they still end up doing okay. I can't say doing great, but
yeah. But you gotta
know even G-Unit and them, they have some R&B songs.
Yeah.
So.
But 50 wasn't. Well, 50 wasn't singing though. Drake is actually like singing.
50 sang on some of his songs.
But they're not 21 Questions. That was Nate Dogg that was singing the hook.
Not 21 Questions. I think it was another song that he was singing on. I just can't remember at the moment. But yeah, but more than the time, 50 did have a R&B singer do the hook. You're right.
Yeah. Like Drake actually sings and harmonizes on every song. He actually harmonized.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite songs on the Iceman album is actually "Pay for Me."
Which one?
I Just Want to Be Free. Pay for Me.
Oh yeah. That one is dope.
Yeah, like a lot of people mad that he threw shots at DJ Khaled. A lot of people upset and mad about that. But he only just told us something about what DJ Khaled Ben wasn't doing. We all know he's not doing that. But also too, just because he's not saying free Palestine, but you never know. He might be supporting them. He might be sending money over. He might be doing stuff that we don't know about for Palestine. Because his parents are from Palestine. DJ Khaled.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, his mother, fathers. So a lot of people been ridiculing him because he haven't been saying free Palestine and things. But he might be doing something that me and you don't even know about for that country.
You what do you thought about the Jay-Z freestyle that he did at the Roots picnic?
I think he getting warmed up. On a scale of 1 to 10, I gave it a 7. It wasn't what I expect. It wasn't what I expect. I think he getting warmed up though for his show next month.
Everybody keeps saying that he's gonna drop an album sometime this year.
I think so. He can. I think so. Like when Jay-Z loves to drop albums around the fourth quarter. If you notice, he always drops an album in the fourth quarter every year. Every time he dropped an album, it always was in the fourth quarter of the year. So expect the album between September and November.
That is entirely true. He always do. As I hope he gets the right producers. I hope he gets the right people to do the hook.
Yeah, I want to see go with new young. Because remember, majority of the producers are young. Majority of the producers young boys.
Yeah, but these days, Swizzy and Timbaland still doing that. Pharrell, he can still go back to them.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, he got the money. But these drill rappers, they don't got the money. They don't got the money to get no beat from Swizz Beatz or Pharrell or Timbaland.
No, I'm saying he have a previous relationship with them, so that might be an automatic.
Yeah, and then he might do a little new sound. He might do a what's that producer from Atlanta? He got a baby by Summer Walker. Oh, I forgot his name. London on the Track.
Oh, London on the Track. Okay.
Yeah. Jay-Z, he might go and work with him. Like I tell you, a lot of like older new producers besides like Timbaland, Swish, and Pharrell's like the older producers. But a lot of the producers, they young. But even back in the days, Timbaland and Swish and all of them, they was young. They was young too. It's just we was young. They was in their 20s around the time.
Yo, when I watched a documentary, Pharrell was making beats for De La Soul and all this stuff back in like the 1990 and stuff. I'm like, shit.
You just told me something. No, I didn't even know he was making beats with him.
You're talking about 1990, 1989. Like that is like crazy. Like how long he's been out, but then he did the beat for Right There. Now it's like 93, right? But SWV.
You know, originally he started doing beats. Mm-hmm. Originally he was on the marching band.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in high school he played the drums.
Wow.
So that's how he started.
That is something.
And then from there he got in the entertainment world.
So what are your top 5 artists of your favorite of all time?
All time? Gotta go with Biggie. I'm gonna say Biggie. And it's not even in order.
Not in order, y'all.
I'm gonna say Biggie. I'm gonna say Pop. I'm gonna say Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
Jada Kiss.
Mm-hmm.
And that fifth one, this is the toss-up. This is the toss-up. I wanna say my fifth one, I wanna say it's a tie between Nas and Kanye.
Wow. That is something, bro. So you ain't put Michael Jackson in there, man.
Oh, you talking about? I thought if you was talking about like, I thought you were talking about like rapper, but artist-wise, like artists as a whole.
Yeah.
My top 5 would be different because then I would have to put Prince in that too. Then.
Yeah, go ahead with that one now.
Now, if we talking about like artist-wise, I'm gonna say Michael Prince. I'm gonna say Michael Prince, Biggie, Pac, and Jay.
Oh, you're not like an R&B fan?
Yeah, I love R&B, but it ain't. But I'm more of the old school R&B. I'm not really a big fan of the new R&B.
Like Mary and
Yeah, like Mary, Jodeci, Chris Brown, Next, Usher.
Right.
Genuine.
Right.
Tyree, like I like the old school R&B had the better film because it ain't you know what it is. We need a brand new okay, Bryson. We got Bryson Taylor. We got Brent Fires. I love Bryson Taylor and Brent Fires. But like
I mess with Brent Fires, yeah.
Besides Chris Brown, it ain't really no mainstream R&B artist besides Chris Brown.
R&B, everybody keeps saying R&B is on life support. It's there.
Yeah,
but it's not given. It's not given what it used to give when we had R&B 20 years ago.
Exactly. That's why I name. That's why.
But you know
That's why.
something too? Some of the people that we grew up with, they're coming back, but they're either not getting promoted enough, or they're not. The music is just not hitting the same.
Right. Because you got to think about it too, right? A lot of the fans is younger than us. They don't really want to hit R&B. They want to hit drill. They want to hit shit. They want to hit things they can get sturdy to and they can dance to.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I go a lot of places, and a lot of people in their workplace, they would have on R&B stations at 107.5 and 106 in the office.
Yeah, I think the only people I think that really like R&B now, I think older people like I'm gonna say people like 32 and
Our,
older. I would
yeah,
and females.
yeah.
Females go always love R&B no matter what. Cause back in November actually, I went to an R&B concert at King's Theater. It was with Case. It was Case. Once it was Case. 112, and there was one more person on it. Okay, it was Case 112 and in total.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was dope. I remember that. I didn't get to go, but I remember when that was being out.
Yeah, that was a good show. But all the members from 112 wasn't there. It was only Slim and the other one. I forgot his name. But yeah, because that's the thing about R&B groups. That's the thing about R&B groups. A lot of them broken up though. A lot of these groups, a lot of them has broken
There's
up.
a lot of, you got to understand, there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes. There's people that don't want to do it no more. It's a lot that goes on behind.
I remember I seen Jodeci in concert and Devontae Swing wasn't there. He wasn't there with them. It was like every time I go 112 was only two members for 112. That was it.
Yeah.
It's like the only group that really didn't break up, I'm gonna say Jagged Edge. And that's another thing with the industry. The industry, if you come in as a group, the industry is designed to break groups up too. Look at Destiny Child. Everybody knew Destiny Child Beyonce was gonna be the one.
Right.
Everybody knew Amari was gonna be the one. The Jackson 5. Everybody knew Michael was gonna be the one. So that's the thing about group. That's the thing about this R&B groups. R&B groups don't last no more.
They don't even put the effort to make the groups as they used to. Like, you rewind back to 2001, there'll probably be like 10 to 15, probably further. There'll probably be like 10 out at a time.
Yeah. Now.
And then back in the day, way further, there's way more groups, like 70s and 80s.
Right. Now, 2026, we don't even got not one R&B group.
And it might stay that way. Or if it does change, it won't be a lasting factor.
Yeah, because the creativity of music is no longer the same no more.
Yeah.
The fans got...
Not only that, everybody feels like they're better off doing independent or their own thing.
Yeah. And that's another thing. Because also, too, ain't nobody trying to split them checks up.
That, too.
3, 4, 5, 6, depending on how many members you got to split that up.
I saw the New Edition movie. I remember they tried to split 1 cent.
Right.
I think it was a dollar or something. It was low. I was like, oh shit, I remember that.
But I remember even in high school, like radio stations, they used to play R&B. So like, remember back in the days when BET had Midnight Love at midnight, yes, when they showed all the R&B videos, they don't even got nothing like that. And that's another thing. People not even putting. That's another thing. I don't even really watch videos like that no more. Unless old videos, yeah. But I can't really watch new videos because people don't put the creativity into a video. Like, I want to see the creativity not only to the song, but also to the video. Like how it was back in the days, like how people put that creativity. I want to feel the
They was doing what they was doing, and they was doing it more for the accolades and for 106 and TRL. Now that those things aren't as out there like that, they feel like what's the point? That's how some of them feel, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, and then like this all gets back to it ain't creativity music no more. So why people even gonna waste their time? Look, why people gonna have a show doing a countdown with top 10 with 10 songs?
Right. You will have to have like at least
So
a majority of songs out there, at least 20 to 30 at least 40 to 50 at a time, you know? And that's not happening.
Yeah, the creativity is gone. But like the old school R&B singers, I love going to them concerts.
But what's his name when he brought out the video for They Not Like Us? That was very creative. That was the most creative video I've seen in a minute.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He put a lot of work into that.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Kendrick is a different animal. He always puts a lot of work into his videos, his crafts.
But there's people that's been doing it longer than him. They come back out and they put out shit.
Like who though?
I can't think of people at the moment. But there's some people that come back out and they don't have the love for it no more. They just put out muck.
Cause also too, yeah. And then also too, you gotta think about the stuff that the labels is doing with a lot of people. The labels is a lot of the old school R&B singers that you see. The labels is a lot of them is songwriters now. A lot of them is being the background songs.
Well, yeah, like, get your money. That's how I see it.
Like you know the guy from City Hall.
I know him. Yeah.
Yeah. He was in a Whoopi Goldberg movie. He was in Sister Act.
I remember him.
He wrote Superstar for Usher.
Yeah, I found that out recently.
Yeah, a lot of these people you don't be seeing no more. They be in the background. That's where the money. To be honest though, I always tell people that like everybody want to be in the camera. The people that you don't see, they're the people that's actually getting paid.
And then they're getting the longevity checks. They're getting checks that's gonna feed them years later.
Right, because they getting the publishing, they getting checks. They getting checks. They getting their checks in the mail. They getting the publishing.
Imagine you get the person you wrote for get a Grammy for a song, and you wrote the song, but you didn't sing on it. They sang the song and they did everything, and they got all these features, and you're just at home sitting getting Grammys. There's people like that.
Yeah.
Me and you don't know who they are, but they got Grammys just because they was part of that song, and that song became a hit.
Yeah, because you got to give the songwriter credit, and that's what I tell people. People who don't even realize the songwriter. You got to give the songwriter credit. Just like some songwriters not good at performing what they write. Mm-hmm. Like me personally, like Smokey Robinson. Smokey Robinson was good. But he was a better songwriter. You know, he was writing everything for people in Motown, Smokey Robinson. From the Jackson 5 to Diana Ross and Supremes. He basically ran everything for everybody on Motown Records.
Wow.
Only people he didn't write for was Stevie Wonder and Marvin Gaye. They wrote their own music. But everybody on Motown he was writing for.
Yeah. Sorry.
And look, he going through what he going through. They not even trying to give him his publishing money for them songs he wrote.
And then it's like people who are legends, they're not even they're sitting at home, they're not getting paid, they're broke. So the new artists are like sampling them. And then sometimes the new artists don't do it correctly and get sued.
Right.
And that becomes a big payday for them because,
yeah,
you're somebody who was popping in the early 2000s, let's just say, and you haven't been popping since. You need something coming to you.
Right, I'm going to tell you one person, you use any of his samples, he automatically go take you to court and get paid. Sting.
Oh, Sting, for real?
Yeah,
because, oh, yeah. Because that's
Look,
every breath you take, right?
that and also Juice World. Juice World used one of his samples, and he took Juice World. He took Court, and every time I forgot what song it was that Juice World made, but Juice World used a sample from him, and he sued Juice World. Yeah, Sting is somebody he don't play. You use any of his samples, he gonna collect his money off you. And the majority of the times, it's so quick. The majority of the time,
and Marvin Gaye's family.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you who else. I seen an interview with Cisco. Cisco said for the thong song, Ricky Martin made more money off him. Ricky Martin made more money off that song than him.
Yes, he did. No, not Ricky Martin. The person that wrote Ricky Martin's song.
Right. Yeah. Because remember, he said she was living La Vida Loca.
Yeah, he did that twice.
So when he said that line, you can't, even when you say somebody, even if it's 1 or 2 lines, you have to get that person songwriter credits.
But people are doing that to people that are dead all the time. And honestly, I never hear about nothing happening to a lot of those people. Like, people buy Biggie stuff like every year.
Yeah.
And I never hear about nothing happening with that.
Yeah, because some artists be on it, some don't.
But some people, they probably see it as, oh, they're paying homage. It's a tribute. Let's not go after them.
But you got to be careful with who you do it with, because some people just be straight ready to sue.
Yeah, they be on demon time. I get it.
So you can have a hit song, but that artist to be collecting more, off your head than you.
And every time that song gets played, every time it gets recorded, performed.
Mm-hmm.
Every time. Imagine that. So how do you feel about today's dating in 2026? You personally?
I got mixed feelings towards it. I'm like 50-50 on it. Like one side of it is disgusting, and the other side of it is not.
One side is what?
One side of it is nasty to me, and I think the other side of it is not.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like social media and the way that things are going so fast and everything just seems transactional.
Yeah. Because like you said, social media, like you said, a lot of people that made, like, people treat social media like it's a Bible when it comes to relationship.
Oh yeah.
Like you got girls saying nonsense about, oh, I'd rather be single than go 50-50.
Yeah, but to be honest, when I see that, I'm like, think about it like that. You'll be saving more money so you can do what you have to do if the man is coming into your household taking for 50%, but they don't see it that way.
Right. They say, oh, I'd rather be single than be going 50-50 with a man, but then you'll break up with the man and be single, and then now you struggling by yourself now. It makes sense.
They don't make sense at times, man. At this age, I don't even know.
and then you don't know people's intentions no more. Like you don't know people's intentions. Some people's intentions is fucked up. Like you don't know people's intentions at all.
Yeah.
That's why like I always tell people, everybody has to be honest from the beginning. Lay your attention down at the beginning. Let people know what you want from the beginning. Don't waste people's time. If you want to just have fun, tell them you want to have fun. If you don't want nothing serious, but don't waste people's time. That's not cool at all.
Yeah. And then it's like, things happen, and so most people can't stand the rain.
Right.
Or want to bail on you when stuff happen or hard times, which, that shows a real character of a person when they do that.
Right. And we also got people that's going through, like Trump unhealed traumas that they haven't got through, and they trying to get into relationships. And that's another thing. Whether it's a man or a woman, I don't think people should get into relationships if you have unhealed traumas you're going through. A lot of people get in, like, how can you make, if you're not happy and you not healed, how can you make somebody else happy when you're not happy within yourself?
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't think people should just be jumping into relationships and they not healed.
So how do you find dating? You do dating apps or you just do in person or both?
Nah, I don't do dating apps. It's been a minute since I went on a date. Because to be honest, I don't like wasting my time. I'd actually be feeling the female actually invest and spend my money on them. Because not even only my money, I'll get the money back. But it's the time. To invest my time in something, I gotta actually be feeling you to invest my time in you.
Yeah. No, I'm saying, how do you meet people? You meet people online and in person mostly, or both?
Like in person, maybe through in person, sometimes Instagram.
Oh, but not like a dating site.
Nah. They're like, the dating scene is so bad. I seen an article saying that they doing speed dates and they charging women $100 for speed, $100 to enter speed date, and men not even showing up.
I know it's crazy what's going on, but at the end of the day, some of these females, they have very high standards and they all want the same type of man, which is not realistic.
Right.
Not everybody though, but
right. Some of these
majority.
I'm gonna correct you. Some of these females have unrealistic expectations.
That's the best thing to say that, yeah.
You got females talking about, first of all, you got females saying, "Oh, I want a man that's 6 feet or taller." That disqualifies at least like 30% of the world. That right there saying. Then you got females saying, "Oh, I want men that make 6 figures, that make a minimum 100,000." That disqualifies another 30 because literally, they say only 15% of the world makes 6 figures.
But at the same time, between me and you, how many of those guys are they going to find attractive or available?
Right. And also,
you gotta think about that.
Right. And also, you don't got to show. Ain't no guy will deal with a female that's a chicken that don't match his fly. He got his own stuff going on, and you trying to
reach your hand out, right?
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna do that.
That's gonna drag him down at the end of the day.
But like that's the thing. Like, women say, "Oh, they want a man to do this, they want a man," but besides like high mileage vagina, what else you bringing to the table? Besides high mileage vagina and multiple kids by multiple men. None of your kids got the same baby father. Multiple kids got both men. But then you got the nerve to say, "Oh, I want a man that got his own place, his own car, and no kids." And you got like 3, 4, 5 kids by 4, 5 different men, and you talking about you want a man that don't got no kid. You ain't no predicament to be picky at all.
But sometimes when they do land the person that's willing to do it, the guy ends up just being in so much shit because he ends up picking up pieces of stuff he didn't build.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can put it.
Yeah, because some people are not dealing out of luck, and that's the bad thing. Some people
survival too.
Yeah, some people, and it's not even only females too. God dealing with females so they can move in their crib, and drive they can have a place to stay and drive their cars. Then you got women leeching off for guys that got money. Like it's all torn this the dating world.
It's all what?
It's all torn. It's all torn.
It's all torn?
It's all torn. It's bad.
Yeah, and then the next generation is worse at dating because they just want things now and fast.
Huh. And then nobody don't really do courtship no more. Like, what happened to getting to know?
No, they don't.
Going out on a date, like, you know what it is too? People put price on things.
That too. There's a lot of that.
Like, oh, I want a guy to spend $500 up on a date, $600. Like, what? Nah.
And
What
then
happened
it's
to
like,
what happened to having like Starbucks dates, pizza dates, walks in the parks, like
and
things like that?
honestly, and honestly, once you tell them no the first time, it's already done.
Yeah.
Don't tell them no don't tell them no, you can't do it. Huh?
Well, because they go to somebody else. But 8 out of 10 times, that person who they chose over you is not even better than you, and they end up regretting that.
Then once that don't work out, they're trying to spin the block.
That's a fact, because people always like to have everybody. I believe everybody have options, but not all options are good options. And people, little options, they be tripping off their options. They be tripping off their options and stuff. So then when they go explore their options and it's not what they want, oh nah, I should have went back. I should have never did that to old girl or old boy. And then now they trying to go back, but that's not like how life works. You can't do that. Because I'm a firm believer. Once you make your decision, you have to stand on it.
Yes, you do. So how do you feel about trying to what do you feel about ghosting?
What you mean? Like, you mean like somebody like not being consistent? What you mean, all like ghosting?
Like you get to know somebody and they ended off by ghosting you, but not saying I can't do this, or just leaving you on red, or
Cause 8 out of 10 times they still got somebody they entertaining, and they don't know how to and they don't know how to be honest about it.
or the person that they knew came back in the picture, right?
Right? Yeah.
And then these days, even married people are like dating or looking for somebody else.
Yeah, it's nasty. Yeah.
So like a lot of times, you'll see a girl, she say that she ended up pregnant, but the baby father is married and have his own family, and I hear that a lot lately.
Yeah. Trust me, I know a lot of females. Ah,
And
that
I'm like, and between me and you, I'm like, when you found out, did you find out sooner that he was married? Because you could have did that. You could have did the thing. But
look.
it's like more common is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I know some women, bro, that don't even care if they don't care if you got a girl, a fiance, or wife. They don't care as long as they get a piece of you. I know some females that's happy being side pieces.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, why you wanna just settle for being a side dude or a side girl?
Yeah. Like one female I know, I ain't gonna say her name, but one female I know that
No, don't
said
say that.
one female I know, she says she'd rather be a side chick than be a main chick, because when you're number one, you got to spend more time and do certain things. She says she likes being number two than being number one.
That's a girl who don't want to fully invest into nobody, and at the same time, she can entertain multiple dudes.
Right, and she also had a baby while married, man. So
yeah, I'm just throwing it out there. This is what I be hearing in the streets, man. Like, I don't even know. Like, every time I keep talking to somebody, they be like, dating is doomed because of all the stuff they see and all the stuff they hear.
you know what I should do? I should do. I've been thinking about doing this for a while now, and I think I should do this summer. I think I should do a speed dating event. You know the speed dates?
Yeah.
I think I should do a speed dating event. That's what I think I should do.
You know a lot of people.
I can invite some people from the content world, rent a little place, speed date. You go on multiple dates in like 5 minutes. You go move to the next table. I've never been on a speed date. I just know how it goes though.
I've been on 2, so.
Oh, you been to a speed dating event before?
Yeah, I've been to 2 of them.
Oh, how it worked out for you?
Not in my favor. I ended up just meeting a bunch of girls and getting their Instagrams, and you know, some of this sometimes it is unfair because it goes too quick. Like you really have like a minute and 30 seconds to really shoot your shot. So it doesn't always it goes too quick at times, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then like sometimes even it's worse for the girl because unless she's really, really feeling you, she's gonna try to reach back out to you. Because
So
she's also getting a lot of hit ups.
So at the end of the night, the person who hosting the event, you got to tell them who you interested in. That's how it goes, right? If you're interested in the person, and then
Yeah, y'all announce if you're gonna hook up with if you find somebody that y'all both mutually want to do it with, you go up and you know, similar to that. I always wanted to know, did you ever thought about doing pop the balloon?
I actually did a pop the balloon before.
No lie, really? Where?
Yeah, I did it last year. This guy named Business. He be at the content. He be at
You was on
content.
Business Moving?
Yeah. Last year I was on the episode. Last summer I did an episode.
Did you get matched?
Yeah, we matched. We matched, but after the show, she wasn't talking about. And I'm not knocking. Like I told you, she laid her attentions. She laid to see at the guys that got money. So she said it. So I can't knock her for that. But like I said, I'm just not doing that.
There's a lot of that these days. There's a lot of girls that's looking for the scammers and the money guys and all this shit. Go on.
Yeah, like I'm just like the only way I'm willing to give a female money, like we have to be exclusively dating. Like you gotta be my shorty, like we have to be exclusively dealing with each other.
But you don't ask to pay a bill or send me your phone bill.
Right. That's shit you responsible for. That's bills that you had before I came in the picture.
Like why today do a lot of these girls ask to put up money for their rent or put up money for their phone bill to guys that they're seeing right away? It's crazy.
Because I'm gonna tell you why. The Simps.
The Simps, yeah.
Because these girls, they so used to dealing with old men, and you know these old men, they spend money. They like to trick. So they used to these old men spending all this money on them, and then everybody who they deal with after these old men, they think people supposed to do that.
Not only the older guys, like, well, it could be guys in their 30s, but they're rich.
The Sims, the people.
Sims.
But I always tell people, you have to be careful introducing your hand to a woman. And I'm not saying like hand, I'm saying like once you show money in the beginning, that's what you're gonna have to keep doing to keep that female. When you show money in the beginning, you got to keep spending money, buying gifts, doing this, doing that. That's what you're showing in the beginning.
But then once you say no, it's already clipped.
Either once you say no, or hypothetically, if you down. Let's say, for example, money start getting slow. Shit, things happen in life. And then half the time when the money going, the female going, they will go right to the next guy. So a lot of men got to get better with reading the rooms. A lot of men got to learn how to read the room and know if a female feeling them or not. And pay attention to signs. You got to pay attention to red flags and signs because things get shown. Whether it's a conversation, whether it's an action, that's the thing that, in my early years of dating, in my early 20s, I paid attention to red flag, but I disregarded. But now as I got older, dating in your 30s is different than dating in your 20s. So now you pay attention to everything now. Now you paying attention to that. Now you paying attention to every single thing that you didn't pay attention to when you was younger dating.
Yeah. So at this age, how do you feel like for yourself? Do you expect marriage, kids? Do you expect long term?
Yeah. Like inshallah, in the next 3 years, I do want to be married. I do want to be married and have a family in the next 2-3 years. That I do.
Your own family, though.
Yeah. Family
You
I
don't want to
created.
walk into. You don't want to be walking to a family somebody else have.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And that's
But
the thing. Like I've noticed that also. Like the older females, they become more desperate, so they start to date down just for the hell of it.
yeah, but you got to think about it too. A lot of people date down, like even men, like unless it was a female who you grew old with, somebody who you was dating from like a teenager, your early 20s. The older you get, you're not gonna want something that's older than you. The older you get, you're gonna want something that's younger.
Right. How do you feel about these older women going after these young bucks, these cubs?
Um, I don't have a problem because majority of the women I ever dealt with in my life was
Older?
yeah. Oh, so, but to anybody that want to do it, to younger guys that want to do it, I advise them don't let them manipulate you. Because older women they would try to manipulate you if you let them.
Right.
Don't fall for the manipulation. Don't fall for the manipulation. And also, if you a younger guy with no kid dealing with an older woman, they very insecure.
Wow, bro. You gotta do. That's what they gotta deal with.
Now, and I'm not saying all older women like that, but you got to get the right older woman. You got to get the right one, not no bitter older woman who mad at their baby father or baby fathers. You gotta make sure you don't have no bitter one.
Yeah. But overall, do you feel that dating is cooked? You still got faith?
No, I still got faith. I think it's faith in it. I do. But it's you have to find the right people. Like you're not gonna find it forever in a hurry. Feel what I'm saying? Feel what I'm saying? Like if you think you're gonna find your missus at the bar or your miss at the bar at a local hood bar, that's not happening. You gotta change it. You have to change your environment to find somebody. It's like you have to go to different type of spots. They got spots in the city, spots downtown Brooklyn, like after work spots where people that got careers go to that's looking for what you looking for. You can't go to no bar or on Notion Avenue or on Notion or what's another major street or Fulton Street. You can't go to no bar on one of them streets and trying to find
Or
you
a
forever.
party,
Right, or try to find you forever.
or party that's in the hood. Yeah.
Yeah. You're not gonna find you forever. You gotta switch up your scenery. And that's why people wonder why they don't find what they're looking for.
But it's like a lot of people have just like given up lately. They just feel like they just gone through a lot. I
And
just
I
feel like
think
some people, if you have to take a breather from the dating scene, then do that. But don't say that it's always going to be like that.
and I can
Not a lot of
understand
people are optimistic too.
why people are taking a break because like when you keep getting the same results, if you keep getting a piece of shit nigga or a piece of shit female, that becomes like tiring mentally. Keep getting the same type of female or the same type of man, especially if you know who you are as a person, especially if you know you right within yourself, you right, and you getting pieces of shit. That's frustrating.
Yeah, that can be frustrating, bro.
And then the older you get, too, you ain't trying to tolerate with the stuff. Like it goes back to what I just told you. You're not trying to tolerate what you tolerated in your 20s. And the older you get,
You're more experienced and mindful of certain things,
right? And
and then you want peace. You want somebody to be a teammate.
right. Even though I'm Muslim, you get what I'm saying. I'm Muslim, and a lot of some of the stuff from the Quran comes from the Bible, and but it even states in the Bible. This goes back to Bible time. Nobody's supposed to be by themselves. We all supposed to get. We supposed to be married, and we supposed to reproduce. in Genesis. I forgot what verse though, but it's in the Genesis verse.
Yeah, I know that.
We supposed to have somebody. We supposed to marry and reproduce and have a family. We supposed to. This is what we all, me, you, we all supposed to do this.
That's what we're put on this earth to do.
Yeah, but a lot of people, I don't see this generation really getting married because a lot of people don't even know how to be in relationships, bro.
They don't.
So marriage, like, look, you got people in relationships. The first thing things don't go right, they want to break up with you. Soon as something don't go right, they want to leave you.
And then for most girls, they can find another guy quick out their DM.
Right. Like I said, people have options, right? But that don't mean all options are great options.
They're not great options, right?
People think it is better. And then, so if you're breaking up with somebody off of an argument, right? Off an argument, right? Do you think what about people that have been married for 20, 30 years? People that have been married for 20, 30, 40 years. You don't think they went through stuff? It ain't always sunny. It been thunderstorm and rain. Like, nothing, no relationship is perfect. It's not what you go through in life. It's how you handle it. So in order to be married, you marry a woman, if you're a man marrying a woman marrying a man, and this is your forever, like, it's going to be days when nobody's perfect. So it's going to be days when the person who you with get on your nerves. They probably going to piss you off and stuff like that. And things like that. That's normal stuff. So it's not about what you go through. It's how you handle it in life when you go through it.
But there's most people that have short temper. There's most people that are vindictive. You know, there's people who don't know how to handle conflict, even when it comes to them.
Right, and that's why I don't think everybody's right. And if you don't know how to control your emotions and communicate and handle conflict, marriage ain't for you. Because it's gonna be times where you gonna get mad. Even relationships, it's not like, man, it's gonna be times you get disappointed. You're not gonna be happy with your significant other. They might have said something. But it's like, how did you get through that? How did you get through it? Like, I don't.
And then they have some people who are like very, very. They have to get things their way. So even if their partners say no, don't do this, don't go there, they still do it.
Yeah. And then, like I told you, it all goes back to household. It all goes back to how people upbringings is too. Like, you got some people, whether it's men or women, you got some people who, this is how I've been my whole life. My mom's put up with this, so my pops, so my uncle, whoever raised them put up with it, and then because they expect you to put up with it because everybody dealt with that when they was little and stuff like that, and they want you to put up with that. Like, that's the thing. That's another thing. You can't go into relationships with an ego, whether you're a man or woman. That's what things mess up at, when people go into it with egos.
Egos and selfishness.
Right. Like you said, egos, selfishness. Don't know how to communicate about things. Like, you get what I'm saying? Some people go right into cheat. The first resort they do is cheat. Like, why don't you just talk to your significant other? Tell them, like, if they like it someplace or you don't like what they're doing, talk to them. But I get it.
What if it's a person that don't, want to hear it or they can't take criticism? There's a lot of people in this world that cannot take criticism, that are stubborn to the point where they just can't do it.
Right, and then that's the thing, and this all goes back to, that's the thing. You have to know who you marrying. That's the thing. Like, with dating, that's the thing. Like, some people hide. Like some people, like, in the dating world, like, you might be with somebody for 20 years, and the first 5 years they was one way, and then the next 5 years they was another way, and then the next 5 years. People change throughout. You never know what you.
Oh yeah, that too. People change over the time too, because we're all evolving and we're all, you know, I don't think anybody is the same person they were at 18. So yeah,
Right.
go on.
And that's the thing, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a marriage or anything, people gotta understand it's like a job. It's something you gotta keep working on. You can't stop. And this is why marriages and relationships fail, because people get into stuff and they get comfortable. So you might have been getting flowers for the female, giving her roses, flowers, being upset, taking her on dates, and then once you got her, you stop doing it. Or the female might have been wearing something sexy for you, might have been putting on nice lingerie, and then once he got you, she got comfortable. Now she not wearing lingerie no more for you. She not wearing sexy stuff. She not, and that's the thing, comfortability. People get too comfortable and stop working on the thing and stop doing the things that they was doing to get the person.
Right. That's true, bro. And that's the problem with dating today, you know, is everybody, you know, each their own. That's how I see it, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes we also gotta look into ourselves and try to see, like, well, this is why this didn't work between me and homegirl. I should step back too. Or homeboy. But a lot of people don't do it.
Right. There's always ways for improvement. That it is.
They think it's the other person.
Yeah. And that's another thing. When people pointing fingers and blaming each other, you're not getting nowhere in life with that. You can't play the blame. You can't play the blame game. And that's where it goes down. And people play the blame game. It's a lot.
Yeah, man. Well, Dyerich, that's all I have for today.
It was dope. This was dope.
So tell people where they can find you, and
so y'all can find me. I'm on all major things. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on TikTok. It's my Instagram. I have 2 Instagrams. Actually, I have 3. I have my personal one, which is Dyerich King. Then I got my business one, my content one, Dyerich Entertainment, and then I got my photography page called Visionary King Media. So that's my media page actually. And then Facebook, Dyerich King. TikTok, Dyerich Entertainment. And my YouTube channel, Dyerich Entertainment too.
Okay. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we out of here.
Peace.